could have prevented the lack of access to the agenda could have prevented members of the public from participating in this meeting. And given that risk, and given the importance under the Brown Act of facilitating public participation, I think the only proper course at this time is to continue the meeting to another date and time when the technological glitches are eliminated and the public can fully participate.
This is Carl Evans. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And Scott, I understand what you're saying, but we're all here. As I understand, the risk is that if a member of the public feels somehow or another that their rights have been abridged as far as the Brown Act, that they could come and seek to have what we do today voided. That's the risk. Is that correct?
Well, I mean, that's from a lawyer's point of view, yes. But this is not just a lawyer.
That's why I'm asking.
I know, Carl. But this is not just a legal issue. This is a matter of public participation. And
Well,
that's
I think it's a matter of policy, and that's why I'm raising it, because if I felt that any of the items on our agenda, which are mostly ministerial as far as just moving things forward, I can't imagine that anyone really cares about our calendar or approving the minutes or adopting the Zoom protocol for the state. And the rest of it is simply a discussion about the items with the city of Chico, which will be an ongoing matter. And we do have the ability today of anybody that is of the public who wishes to be heard on any topic to be heard on our agenda. It just seems to me that a waste of our time to not go forward.
Mhm. Well, no, I appreciate that, but we don't know, because the public is not given access to participate. We don't know what the public concerns are, or whether they might bring up a matter that is significant. I would prefer not to guess. And I don't think it's in the proper policy to say, well, we'll do it anyway and see if anybody objects. If you have a situation where it appears that members of the public cannot participate in a meeting, you should not go forward with the meeting. That is my feeling.
Well, I guess the other side of it is too, and maybe Steve is not, but Steve, to your knowledge, is there anybody that's a member of the public who is plugged in so far this morning, who's indicated some concern about the fact that for a period of time the agenda was not available?
So we have 6 people who are attendees to our Zoom meeting this morning. One of which was the person who sent me an email this morning, a member of the public. They could not access it this morning. So I would confirm with Scott that at least one person tried and failed to be able to access this morning, although we do have some others. And one of them is Miss Lucero. She's got her hand raised. I'm going to move her to the panelist. Deborah, you are live on our screen now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I've been called by a member of the public who couldn't access the agenda or get on. I myself couldn't get on either on Zoom or on the phone. I just got through now.
Okay, this is Carl Evans again. given all of that, then I'm inclined to follow our attorney's recommendation and just simply move this to our next meeting. We may, fortunately, as you can see from the agenda, our next meeting is going to be in person in Oroville at the city council chambers. So we'll be in person, and hopefully we won't need some of the technology problems that we now have.
Can I ask a question about, I'm confused about, I thought we were trying to find a larger space. Is that not going to happen?
We have arranged for the meeting to occur at the Oroville City Council chambers. The city was gracious enough to allow us to use it. It has all of the proper technological setup for us to hold that meeting. That
But
is,
it's smaller than the chambers at the Board of Supervisors.
I appreciate that. There is opportunity. It's going to be zoomed out to the public as well. And there is overflow capacity at the chambers as well. And the meeting will be broadcast over their speaker system.
Where is the overflow opportunity?
They have an additional room in the building that's right next to the chambers where folks can be as well.
Oh, that really, a very small room. I don't understand why we're having that meeting when we talked about having a meeting in Chico, where this is primarily affecting the city of Chico and the residents of Chico. I'm not understanding why we're not attempting to have it in Chico.
That's a reasonable comment. We move forward with consultation with the chair on this, and this is really a meeting that we should not be having, or a discussion we probably should not be having under these circumstances.
As
So-
long as no action is taken and all you're talking about is future action, that is permitted.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Deborah, the thought process is that, we still have to be ongoing as a commission and essentially meet at the county seat. I agreed, and one of the suggestions that was made is that we looked at some other sites, but the Oroville City Council chambers appeared to lend itself to all of the needs that we had versus the Elks Lodge or the Veterans Halls or other locations that we looked at here in the Chico area.
Well, I think that, it's been put out there that it was going to be here in Chico. The people primarily affected by this are from Chico. And before this meeting was decided upon, you had also mentioned you were going to have a meeting in October that never occurred. That was going to be a public meeting. And now it just appears that we're going to have a regular meeting that would be.
Well, let me say this.
If I'm understanding correctly,
the December
for
meeting,
TWB.
the intent of the December meeting is to present and allow the proponents of the Tustin district and the staff to deal and allow the public to come in and talk as much as they like. But we will not make any vote that day or at that meeting. The intent is to move it forward either to January or February to give the staff and other members of the public an opportunity to be heard on the topic. I know that there are several individuals who feel that the application itself has some problems as far as whether it really is complete, as well as the merits of the district itself. So rather than to move it quickly, we're going to try to do it in stages so that everybody has a chance to be heard and take time to digest what the information is, so that when a decision is finally made, everyone, including the commissioners, have had a clear opportunity to deal with all the issues.
I just foresee issues of people from Chico even understanding where the Oroville City Council chambers are, how small they are. They're smaller than the Board of Soups. And anyway, I see issues with that. And I don't know if there's others on here that are in the public that could speak to the meeting change, but I just wanted to voice those concerns.
Well, it may very well be that the meeting we have in January could be in Chico.
And if you're concerned about the technology portion, I could offer that, you know, you could get outside assistance, because I agree that the Masonic Lodge has technical issues that can't carry a full load, a full Zoom load. But you could bring in a booster or a professional team for that meeting at a pretty low cost that would facilitate broader participation.
Well, you've made your point. The current plan, as I said, is to have the informational meeting in Oroville with our normal meeting in December. And we'll be in a position, hopefully at that point, to discuss and have the staff do a little checking as to what might be available in Chico for another meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Scott, I have a question. We have one person from the public who has a hand raised. Are we taking public comment?
Well, there's always the right to make comment on items not on the agenda.
Well, I know we had this set up and we had determined that this meeting should be adjourned for an inability for everybody to technologically access it. It seems like if we're going to adjourn it, we should do so.
That is the chair's call.
Mr. Leverins, would you like us to access public comment now?
Yes, no, that's fine.
Okay. So the first hand up is Richard Harriman. I'm going to allow him to speak. Richard, you are live. If you would unmute yourself.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, staff. I was able to get through, but I had trouble as well. I would simply support the idea that you look at the municipal auditorium in Oroville if you're going to hold the meeting in Oroville. And I understand Chair Leverins's position, but I happen to agree with Scott Brown that you shouldn't have it if the public isn't going to hear it. So thank you for the opportunity to comment, and I'll just hold on and see whether you guys correct the difficulties. Thank you for allowing me to comment.
And our other hand is Marty Dunlap. You're free to speak, Marty.
Thank you. I also have a comment. I would like to make a public comment regarding the formation of the Tuscan Water District. Is this going to be the best time to make that comment?
No.
No, it would not be. That meeting will be held on December 2nd, specific to that item.
Well, I'd like to just make like an introductory comment then, if I may, in a general way, not a lot of specifics.
That's up to the chair. Mr.
No,
Leverins?
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a little confused only because our executive officer really has kind of been the chairman. So.
Okay. So between Carl and Steve, may I make these public comment now?
Please be brief, but bear in mind, this is not an item for our discussion this morning.
Right. That's why I was doing it in the general public comment section.
Please
Well,
Hey, a point of order, if we're not really having a meeting and we should be adjourned because the public wasn't here, you can't take public comment. Come on. Anything put in there is going to be of record, and we're not even supposed to be having a meeting. That was, Scott Brown's right. If you don't agendize something and you don't allow public access, you're allowing only one side to present on anything they talk about. This meeting should be over right now. I've been doing this 17 years. And I'm telling you, I agree with Scott. This meeting should be over right now.
I can't, this is Carl Leverns. I can't really object to that comment. I was trying to be somewhat courteous to anybody who wished to be heard on something that wasn't, but I agree that technically the meeting, if it's going to be, it does not have its legal sanction, which it doesn't according to our
Yes.
attorney, then we simply need to reconvene in December.
Thank you, because here's the results of it. Anybody who gives public comment, I don't care if I agree with them or not, and somebody was denied access that would want to make a counterpoint, they're not going to be allowed to do that. That'll get us in trouble in a roundabout way, right, Scott?
Yes.
So we should adjourn this meeting. As much as I'd rather just have it, but we should adjourn this meeting right now.
Is that a motion, Mr. Connolly?
Motion to,
Is there a second to that motion?
Yeah, this is Todd Kimball, too. I'll second it.
All right, I will just call for a roll call quickly to adjourn. Joy, could you hold that for us?
Chair Leverance,
Yes.
Commissioner Boland,
Yes.
Commissioner Connolly,
aye.
Commissioner Kimmelshoe,
Yes.
Commissioner McGreehan,
Aye.
Commissioner Sharman, Commissioner Shepherd, alternate Commissioner Bradley.
Aye.
Thank you.
That motion passes. We are adjourned to December 2nd to the Oroville City Council chambers. I'm sorry for all the difficulties. My apologies.
We're lucky we've gone this far.